Hi, my name is Elizabeth Allen, and I am your journey guide here for Economy of One. I am so happy to meet you, and I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to be talking today about three things. The first thing I want to talk about is who should take this course so you can determine if this is a fit for you. The second thing I'm going to be talking about is how this course is different than other options you might have. And the third thing I'm going to talk to you about is specifically what topics are covered in this course, because this is a big course. That said, this also does big things in terms of return on investment for your time. Today, let's talk about who should be taking this course. So if you're one of the 40 million unemployed people and globally millions of unemployed people, you should be taking this course. Why? Because I'm going to teach you how to think like an entrepreneur, even if you don't know if you want to be one. There's a lot of value in that. I'll also be teaching you about different ways that you can go about positioning your value and creating additional revenue streams for you and your family. Does that sound good? So who do I teach this course to? When people hire me and my partner to come in, they hire us to train things like the United States military. We've been brought into the highest levels of military to help our military personnel figure out how to translate their military experience to the commercial marketplace. We also teach their spouses, people who are with them for the ride, who need to be flexible and identify different opportunities to explore employment or start a business while their spouse is in transition. We also are brought into colleges. I teach college students how to think about their future and how to value internships in the skill development process in order to identify what you're really passionate about. Because the one thing college students don't want to do, they don't want to work at a soul-sucking job like their parents. So they're on a very strong path to identify what is best to them, and this course will really help you in that process. Additionally, I've worked with many executives, many mid-level managers, people who are just being squeezed out of our workforce. These people find great value in really stepping back and thinking about what's next for them. Also, if you're an older worker and you're trying to assess what is best in terms of repositioning yourself to re-enter the workforce or explore different revenue-making opportunities outside of a traditional job, this is a fantastic resource for you. So, are you any of one of those people? If you fall in that bucket and you're looking for what's next right now, if you're one of the millions of people who are really trying to figure out how to get to higher ground because our governments and institutions are not doing so well at providing security, this is a great solution for you. So how is this course different than other types of courses that are on the market? Well, first of all, this course was developed out of best practice, business-based best practice. So what we can tell you is that every process and tool we teach you has been tested in the commercial marketplace and has been proven to show results. So that's number one. Number two, what makes this very unique is that this is a complete system, and a system designed to provide you measurable progress. We provide simple step-by-step methods to move you forward that are extremely doable. That's helpful, especially if you're frustrated. Many people I've worked with have told me, I feel stuck, I feel anxious, and I need to recapture my confidence. This program is designed to help you explore the mindsets, the attitudes, and the behaviors that are most beneficial to make measurable progress. So if you're in a place where what you've been doing doesn't work, this is a fantastic solution for you. Also, we are absolutely focused on providing to you an understanding of the hiring managers and the hiring management process. Since 3 out of 4 small businesses offer the jobs and the employment that are out there, understanding what they value is very important in the interview process. In our course, I'm going to reveal to you the mindset of the hiring manager, and I'm going to walk you through how to best prepare for those interviews so that when you go in, you absolutely knock it out of the park and you do not spend time retrofitting yourself into a business or a job description that is just not who you are. I'm going to provide you in this class a ton of information, but I'm also going to provide to you support. You cannot do this alone. And so I'm going to be working for you in this video series as your private coach, your private counselor, and I'm going to become your friend. And what does that mean? So that means not only am I going to be coaching you professionally, but I'm going to be asking perhaps the most important question: how can I pray for you? What I have found in the 10 years that I've had the privilege of working with people since '09 is that people need prayer. They need prayer to transform themselves. If you're one of those people who are anxious, depressed, just completely exhausted and struggling to find the energy to move forward, then this class is for you. It's for you because we're going to address the spiritual side effects of long-term unemployment. And for many people, this is just this raging issue out there that is completely unaddressed. So in this particular class, week by week, as we go through each module, I'm going to provide you questions and thoughts on how you can pray for yourself and make measurable progress moving forward. Additionally, I'm going to suggest that you join one of our emerging accountability groups. And this means that I will put you in contact with 3 or 4 other people who are completely committed to your progress. These are people you report to, like Weight Watchers, who will help you navigate the issues associated with true and sustainable change. So let's say, for example, you need to go out and create a job for yourself or create a true opportunity. How do you embrace behaviors that might be different than who you are? Well, you surround yourself with people who can help you stay accountable toward goals that move you forward in a measurable way. So accountability is a key part of this process. Prayer and encouragement and asking yourself, how do I pray for myself? That's a key part of this process, but so is engaging in step-by-step, moving forward in a measurable way. So let's talk for a moment about the content. What is in this class? So she's done all this talking, made all these promises. What's in there? What's in that ball of spam? Okay, so what's in here is, first of all, in Module 1, we're going to be talking about creating opportunities versus chasing jobs. 80% of people work in jobs that they hate. Let me say that again. Okay, maybe you're one of those people, so you're like, yeah, I get it. But 80% of people settle for jobs that they absolutely hate. And that's a huge problem. If you want to get out of the rat race and step off the hamster wheel, it's time. And congratulations, you've got right now in front of you the tools that you're going to need to move forward and make it happen. But I'm going to tell you up front that when you go out and decide, I'm going to pursue where I'm passionate, where I'm purposeful, and where I'm proficient, that it's going to require you to do some deep thinking and some real thinking through what your challenges are and what your issues are in making decisions moving forward. So we're going to take you through that process in creating opportunities versus chasing jobs. Do you feel like the system is failing you? I hear people say, I'm completely qualified for this job. I send in my resume and I'm kicked out of the technology system before they even seem to have a chance to review it, and then they ghost me. They don't even call me back. If you're frustrated and are thinking something's wrong with you, you're going to be delighted to know it's not about you. This is about a system that's broken and how you can work around it. Okay, so that's the first module, and I could go on forever about it, but there's a lot of really great information we're going to cover in that. The second module is the story of you. This is where we're going to help you really define, in very simple terms, your value proposition as it relates to people who want to hire you either for gig work, contract work, or full-time work. And we're going to help you refine that soundbite in such a way that it's completely memorable. So have you ever met somebody before who gives you their 30-second ad and they call it their elevator pitch? It's typically inauthentic, it's non-memorable, and you're like, what are you trying to sell me, right? We're going to stop that. We're going to teach you the story of you. And we're going to do it in such a way that from here on out, people will understand how to position your value. Additionally, we're going to talk about in Module 3, relationships versus networks. Oh my gosh, how many times do people build out these huge networks of people in their social media or their connections, but they do absolutely no follow-up whatsoever. It's the equivalent of grabbing the white pages in the old yellow pages and white pages day and saying, this is my friendship base, these are my relationships, when in essence, you don't know these people. So there is this misconception that if you have a huge base of network and relationships, that you're going to be in a safe place when you go into transition with your job. And I'm here to share with you, most people have no idea how to actually develop relationships and move them forward in such a way that you add value at every interaction. I'm going to focus on teaching you the behaviors, the attitudes, and skills you need to have in order to meaningfully engage with other people and create champions in the marketplace that will open doors for you and introduce you to other people who will know how to appreciate the skill sets and solutions that you bring forward. The fourth module is about creating opportunities, and this module really excites me because this is about how do you actually go and work with other people, asking questions, pursuing their knowledge and information about why they've done what they've done in a complementary way to open the door to your future. This is about how you talk to people who are doing what you want to do. This is also about how you collect information, create value, and open doors for yourself. That really matters. We're also going to talk very specifically about what we call your map and your YBR. Well, what's a map and YBR? A map is a list of everyone you know and strategically who you want to know. This sounds very obvious, but it's not. And ironically, people spend a lot of time doing coffee, lunch, coffee, lunch, coffee, lunch, coffee with people when they should be focused on a few very strategic relationships. We'll also work with you to develop what we call your YBR, and this is just a fancy name for a yellow, blue, red spreadsheet. What research says is that adults retain information 80 to 90% better when we apply color. So I'm going to teach you a very simple way to look at your pipeline of opportunity and to intentionally move forward one step after another to move things through that pipeline of qualification to make sure you're a perfect match. This is a tool just like a scale and a food diary that you use to track your progress as you go along. Finally, we're going to teach you about leaving a good footprint within an organization. As you engage with people, because we live in a digital society, it is so important that you be intentional with your communications. I'm going to show you how to create a good footprint that other people can use to promote you inside the organization, where you control the dialogue and the positioning and the examples of the value that you bring. Additionally, we'll talk to you about negotiating compensation, onboarding, and then we'll teach you how to make this a permanent part of your lifestyle. So I look forward to sharing these modules with you. I look forward to getting to know you. I would ask that you subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. And I also encourage you to go to economyofone.com. Please sign up for our newsletter and then feel free to download our resources. I can't wait to get to know you.